I got hoes in different area codes. Area codes. In different area codes.
And this one just happens to be from Brazil. And you know what they say about Brazilians. It's funny though, a friend of mine actually just sent me this meme yesterday. And Trump wants to build a wall? Is he crazy? Alright, let's get into this. What's going on, everyone? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha. And in most of my videos and most of my reviews, you'll see me either using a Thunder Brazilian hose or a D hose. I still love the D hoses, they're super high quality, but they tend to be a little heavy, and the piping itself is a little rigid and tends to get snagged on things, and I'm worried about knocking my hookah over. So more often than not, you'll see me using a Thunder hose in my daily smoking sessions. So this particular Thunder Clear hose is a very nice, high quality hose. The draw on this is super wide open, very little restriction at all. I'd say this is slightly more open than the Thunder Dark hose, and slightly more restricted than the Thunder Pro hose, and definitely more open than the D hose. So for my solo smoking sessions, I definitely get huge clouds every single time. Amongst the Thunder hose line though, I've noticed that most of the differentiation between the different hoses are mostly aesthetic. They all will perform very similarly. They all have similar draws and similar build quality. I did mention though that I was gonna smoke this hose a minimum of 100 times before I did a review of it, so I can tell you guys how the quality is and how it lasts over time. So I actually just hit my 200 session mark in this hose, so I'm ready to tell you guys how this hose has held up. This has been my go-to hose for the past 2 months now. It's gone everywhere with me. It's always rolling around in my trunk, gone to every lounge, every friend's house. Pretty much every session that I've done in the past 2 months has been with this hose. So I can say that the quality on this hose is absolutely fantastic. One of the main concerns of this hose, I was worried about discoloration in this clear part. And I can say now, after 200 sessions, the center part here has not discolored at all, and it still looks just as fresh as the day I got it. One thing though with Thunder hoses, they are known to kink. I've noticed that they kink a lot less than Starbuzz washable hoses, but they still kink. What tends to happen after a lot of use, right here will develop a crack, and we'll have obviously an air leak. And I've noticed that after 200 sessions, I've lost a little less than 2 inches off this hose. Although that is a big flaw of this hose, I realize this and it doesn't bother me at all. What I simply do is I cut all the way through where the crack happens, I remove the excess tubing from the port here, and I just reinsert it into the proper tubing. It seems to work for me, it doesn't bother me at all. Although I wish it would not crack, this soft vinyl tubing is very flexible, it's very malleable, and the pro of it being so lightweight for me outweighs the con of the fact that every once in a while it will develop a leak. Don't get me wrong though, this is not something that is a common occurrence. It's happened to me because I've thoroughly beat around this hose. I know one particular instance where it did develop a crack. I was actually dancing with the hose and I was messing around. Don't ask, it was after a few drinks. So that was probably my fault. An extensive washing of this thing and spinning it around. So that's why my hose developed 2 cracks over 200 sessions. But in terms of washing and ghosting, I'd say this hose ghosts just about on average with other hoses. It doesn't ghost extremely easy, but if it does ghost, you are able to wash this out because it's fully washable. And I've had sessions where I've smoked flavors like double apple or pan, and I've gotten into a nice fruity flavor afterwards, and I barely noticed. So the ghosting on this is very minimal. But overall though, the Thunder hoses are some of my favorite hoses on the market. The price point on this is $23, and it's available from 5starhookah.com. For $23, I say this is definitely a steal. It's definitely a quality hose, something that you guys will enjoy using at home, and something I enjoy using on my daily sessions. So definitely check out Thunder hoses if you're looking to get a new hose for your setup. They have a variety of models to choose from, and I've noticed that the price point has dropped actually since when I first started buying Thunder hoses. The Thunder Dark hose is only 15 bucks. This one is 23, and they go up incrementally. Personally though, I prefer the simple hoses. The Thunder Dark works great for me, this Thunder Clear works, and as the price increases, they just look even nicer. But I'm fine with a hose just like this. I know every time I've brought this hose out in group sessions, everyone's really noticed it. They thought the center portion here was glass, and they were very impressed. It does look like glass, but it is plastic and very durable. And I have yet to break it, and you guys know I'm very clumsy. So this is a hose I would definitely recommend to you guys. So check it out if you guys are interested in picking up one. So thank you guys as always for watching. I'm gonna continue enjoying my session of a little bit of pure FML red in this beautiful Farida hookah. Bye, guys.
I've got hope.